This document is included in the course, so you'll be able to go over it after the explanation. Now this is the TILA RESPA Integration Disclosure Timeline example, which will be illustrated in the form of a calendar. Now for this example, we're going to make the following assumptions. The creditor is not open for business on Saturdays. The property is located in a state where consummation is the day of closing or signing of documents between the consumer and seller. All parties are targeting a closing date of October 29th, and the consumer's application is received by the creditor on Monday, August 3rd, 2015. So on Monday, August 3rd, the application is received by the creditor. The only fee the creditor may collect before providing the loan estimate is for the credit report. Very important to remember. Now the credit report can be collected at closing as well. 3 days after, 1, 2, 3, is August 6th. The loan estimate is delivered or placed in mail. Creditor may request verifying information. Now 3 days after that, 1, 2, 3, consumer receives loan estimate. Consumer indicates an intention to proceed with application. Copy of contract received by creditor. 13, appraisal ordered by creditor. So as soon as you've received the loan estimate signed by the borrower, you order the appraisal, but you need a copy of the contract to provide that to the appraiser. 7-day waiting period for consummation after delivery of loan estimate expired. First day with consummation can occur. Now we will go ahead and order title. It says here that it's ordered by the real estate agent, but you will be the one that'll be ordering the title insurance. And that can happen the same day that you order the appraisal as well. Below that, in this example, it says there is a receipt of an addendum. Now we're going to move on. Even though a lot of this process can go a little bit faster, we're still going to use this calendar as an example. You should have already requested that the borrower obtain insurance when you ordered title as well. On Wednesday, September 2nd, it's the last day for creditor to issue revised loan estimate for allocation of transfer taxes on addendum to contract. On Friday the 4th, appraisal received by creditor. LTV now exceeds 80%, so that means the borrower is going to need mortgage insurance. Revised loan estimate permitted because they're going to need mortgage insurance. In this case, September 7th is a holiday, so we can't count that day. September 10th is the last day for creditor to issue revised loan estimate to add mortgage insurance coverage due to changed circumstance of LTV exceeding 80%. Now let's move on to the 22nd. There's an update on the credit report. Now this will be required to show when there's a change in the credit score. An LLPA is triggered. Revised loan estimate permitted. September 25th. This is the last day for creditor to issue revised loan estimate for addition of any charge or any other change to terms of loan due to change in credit score. As this can happen when the borrower has a lower credit score, they might have to buy down points to keep the same rate. October 2nd, the inspection contingency of contract is removed by the consumer. The borrower requests on Monday the 5th that the rate lock be made, and then on the 6th, the rate lock agreement executed by creditor, which means you lock the rate. Creditor is required to deliver or place in the mail revised loan estimate with the same day the interest rate is locked. This is very important, but this will only happen when you are the lender. As a processor, you will simply see this happen. You will receive a confirmation of the loan being locked. On October 21st, the consumer informs creditor of intent to purchase an enhanced owner's title insurance policy. Now this owner's title insurance policy is optional, so the borrower is never forced to get this title insurance. The lender's title insurance is required though by the lender, so they are covered. On October 22nd, if delivering closing disclosure by mail, creditor must place closing disclosure in mail on this date. Closing disclosure must reflect information provided by consumer on 10/21. On October 23rd, creditor sends closing disclosure by overnight mail. This was in the past. Now everything is sent digitally, so the borrower will receive an email to review the closing disclosure, which can happen the same day. On October 24th, consumer receives and signs for the overnight delivery of the closing disclosure. Earliest closing date is 10/28, which would be 1, 2, and 3. On the 26th, consumer must receive closing disclosure. 27, the borrower can do the walkthrough. Seller credit for broken dishwasher provided an addendum to contract. On October 28, creditor required to permit inspection of closing disclosure by consumer on this day. 29. This can be the closing date. And in this case, in this example, it is. But remember, This can't happen until the closing disclosure is signed.